2 torpedo chilies is an achievement in Bloons Tower Defense 6 where you need to complete a game of chimps using just 2 towers. Polyphemus, what a silly map to do this achievement on, I know, but this map in update 48 has been made so that it's easier to now do any sort of scenario on this map, whether it be normal or chimps or anything like that. This map is now much easier since the balloons have to go around the eye in order to actually be able to progress to the exit. Our build order is going to be quite important. We're going to go with Fawn Swarm first, and then we're going to go with Hard Fawns. We need the extra Fawns for round 9, mainly I think round 10, but obviously some of these are a little bit annoying, but I think we can do this. Any escapees? Yeah, there's an escapee here. At least we don't have to worry about the eye automatically closing up on a scenario because we do not need it at all in this scenario. So what do? Do we save up for Druid of the Jungle to guarantee some global range attack, or do we just book it for the Dartling Gunner? And honestly, we're going to go for the Dartling Gunner next. Now, there are going to be 2 rounds in this entire scenario, aside obviously some of the things we've got going on right now, which are going to be incredibly annoying to try and get through. Round 62 and 89. Yellow balloons. My goodness sakes, these yellow balloons keep escaping. Oh, caught it! Bit of first and last action there. Oh dear. Dartling Gunner will go up here. Just like that. So why the Dartling Gunner up here rather than, let's say, closer to the eye? Well, we don't want this to be in a position where its projectiles are going to be blocked from, let's say, being able to access down here at any given point in time, or be able to access up here at any given point in time. So this is probably the best spot for it. And also for around 100, we've got the best clearance for the rest of the track here. So I think we need to go for Druid of the Jungle next, and then from there we're going to get some advanced targeting. The Druid of the Jungle just means that we have some guarantees if a balloon slips by. Looks like something doesn't go through. Good. I'm always paranoid. Right, let's simmer down some of these yellow balloons up the top so that the bottommost ones can be dealt with by themselves. No, thank you. Would you please pop them, please, Dartling Gunner? Okay, get through there, and round 17 is sorted. Right, Druid of the Jungle is now secured, and since the balloons will always go around the eye, it means that sometimes the Druid of the Jungle Fawns will be able to cross both paths. Right, let's get some advanced targeting. Now, if we can avoid it, I would like to avoid getting laser shock for both rounds 62 and 89. But I'm a bit worried that the additional damage that we don't get because of laser shock being an important thing to get through those particular rounds, or maybe something like round 60 might be an issue without laser shock. Because in this update, or is it the previous update, Hydro Rocket Pods are now double in damage, which is really nice, because it only ever did 1 damage per projectile. Thankfully, we have our early lead camo in the form of Hard Fawns. This is honestly the upgrade you always want to go for your Spirit of the Forest in a 2-tower chimp scenario. Optional or very conditional with Heart of Thunder, but Hard Fawns is a necessity. Hopefully there are no escapees at all. If not, then my Dartling Gunner will have to do a little bit of chasing, which I do not like. I like to be in control of a scenario, not chasing after escapees that could actually escape the scenario. I was not paying attention there and realized that there is actually 2 tracks I need to keep hold of. So why Polyphemus? Well, makes a different scenario, even though we've covered a 2TC combination, which we have already done on the channel, but sometimes it's nice to revisit a scenario, especially when there's like changes that have happened for a tower. And okay, they are making it through the eye. I was thinking, why are the projectiles not being shown? But I presume that the eyelids of the eye itself is a bigger priority than seeing where our projectiles are by closing the projectiles inside the eye. Luckily they're making it through because of the explosions here. Camo white balloons, unfortunately, is only down to the Dartling Gunner at the moment. When we get Spirit of the Forest, this will be able to contribute towards the popping of Moabs. Here we go. Ceramics though, no problem. Do we get Jungle's Bounty first or Rocket Storm? I'm thinking Rocket Storm because that ability could be very important first to get. Hopefully we can get the money for it. Oh, we're just outside. Really, Ninja Kiwi? Did you do the maths on this? Speaking of maths, this combination is now barely affordable before round 90. It's like you're 3/4 of the way through the round, or something, before you can initiate the final upgrade with a mad price tag of 70.2k. Right, here's Jungle's Bounty. Don't ever touch the Heart of Thunder if you don't need to, because that 920 could be very vital in a particular round or something. I say round 62 and 89 because testing on other maps in this update, you can barely afford Spirit of the Forest on round 62, and after that you can barely afford the MAD on round 89. You kind of need the MAD for a particular target, called DDTs. Now, for those of you who are wondering why I'm not using the Jungle's Bounty ability, it's because it is disabled in a game of Chimps, and even if it wasn't disabled and you can activate it, you would get the grand total of 0. Now, I would like to not use my ability at all, unless it is an absolute necessity for that round. But we do have some camo ceramics coming up, which I am definitely not looking forward to trying to be able to destroy all of them. Do I need laser shock for this? Hopefully we've got... Oh, no. If it's not a regular yellow, it's a camo one. With the right angle, we can brutally murder all of these camo balloons. We can pair up these Moabs so that the same Hydra rocket pod is targeting multiple Moabs at the same time. That'll be great. But they just need to converge upon this point. And there's also the prospect of Moabs on this round, and there's all these camo pinks that I need to keep a priority of. I hope the Jungle's Bounty have got them. No, they have not. Thank you. Use it as early as possible so that we can get the ability back as early as possible. There we go. That's spawning. I know one of them's coming back around here. Oh my god, there's many of them. Oh, I hate all this chasing that I need to do. Just like those cowboys in cowboy films, you need to be quick on the draw. I don't exactly have a quick draw to begin with. Yeah, I need you, Jungle's Bounty, to finish off the remnants. I'm hoping to try and prolong this as long as possible. Oh, please prolong it as long as possible. Thank you. Oh, that red balloon provided us with a little bit more time for our ability to come back. It's just so that in case we need it for the beginning of the next round. This should be less stressful. Just like that. Camo rainbows. If we can deal with camo ceramics, then we can deal with camo rainbows. But it's just the amount of them that sometimes can be a little bit concerning. Not the damage aspects, but the PS aspect. Oh gosh, they're kind of converging. I need to steer this a little bit. Get you all under control. Do not escape from the track, please. I am the one who tells you when or when not you die. Spaced out Moabs, I like round 58 for the spaced out Moabs, and sometimes the vines that the Jungle's Bounties can create on the track can affect the Moabs depending on what's recently been on that part of the track. Which is good, it partially damages them, which is very, very nice. Okay. Can we afford to not get laser shock just yet? I don't want to get laser shock just yet, so we have a little bit more of accessibility. Get 970 sooner in order to actually put that down. I don't want to use the ability, but I think I'm going to have to for this round because this is taking a bit too long to take down. It's all about how you balance around. Oh, that's good. I need to chase those goddamn yellow balloons, and thank goodness we don't need to use the ability on that round. This should be okay. Let's leave some of the little ones at the front to be able to go over here. And the Thorns should be able to, or the Vines, sorry, should be able to damage the Moabs, which is very good. Okay, this is the round in which we make or break. Actually, I don't think we can afford Spirit of Forest on this round, so maybe my testing was a little bit off. Oh, I think it's because of the prompt for round 63. Now I am a little bit concerned because of these fortified ones. Okay, let's initiate the ability, but we've still got these camo ones to deal with. Oh, it's looking a little bit close. I need the ability for round 63. Okay, let's leave some of those camos left. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, come on. Come on. Let's leave it for as long as possible. Okay, that's not looking too promising. I need you. Okay, it's round 64 in which we can afford Spirit of Forest. Oh, converge. Thank you, converge. Convergence. Convergence. Please converge. As in, like, both paths are on the same part of the track, and hopefully this is the second last barrier of this entire scenario. Okay, Spirit of Forest time. Yes! One of our tier 5s is now parked down on the track. And also because we didn't buy Laser Shock, that means we're 970 monies sooner for our Thorns to grow on the track. Vines, Thorns, the ones that passively grows on the track, one that actively grows on the track. You get what I mean. Also, we will be removing this little bit of a barricade here at some point so that our right arm on this M.A.D can actually do something rather than always be blocked. No problem going up against the BFBs here. Wonderful. Yeah, BFBs are now considerably easier to take down. This can now actually do something against Moa class balloons outside of the vines that it grows on the track periodically. And the beauty of the thorns that grows on the track from the Spirit of Forest is that they also pop camo balloons, which is really nice. If you ever think of a scenario where bottom cross path with Spirit of Forest is better than top cross path, then please do let me know. Maybe for monetary so that you can reach farms more, but in a 2TC scenario, I cannot see a scenario where you would go with the bottom cross path rather than going with the top one. It's just changing from sharp to normal damage type is a big benefit to have. Also, for this particular combination, you can't get Hydro Rocket Pods for round 28. Normally round 76 is a round you want to show, but we have Spirit of Forest, and that is self-explanatory. Yeah, this is why I want this obstacle to be removed later on. Because all I do is hit this one obstacle, but not right now, because I want to afford the M.A.D first. I want to be able to buy the tier, buy the upgrade when it becomes a problem. Not before it becomes a problem and have 500 less to be able to get the M.A.D in the first place. Do you see where I'm going with this? Am I crazy? Am I mad? Okay, fortified BFBs, no problem. Now is the ZOMG. Your time to shine. I mean, die. But you do make it quite fast. So rounds 85 and 87 are going to be, and also 88 are going to be a bit of a concern. Again, like earlier when I mentioned about chasing, what I mean by that is trying to chase after a target using a tower which would otherwise be able to handle it if they were within their range. But because we're using a tower which, depending on where your mouse is, determines on where the projectiles go, we're manually chasing the target. Whereas, like, this also applies to a mortar, but just depends on where its cursor is at that given point in time. Also, one reason for having the Spirit of Forest down here rather than up here, oh, that was really close actually, is because for round 100, it means that we have the maximum chances of having the stronger thorns on the track. affect the targets later on as the bad progresses through. It goes down to DDTs, go down to ZMGs, etc. Right, spaced out ZMGs on opposite sides of a track. That's not going to be what you call a jolly good time. I think focusing on the bottom one is better just because of the form positioning, because of where I put my Spear for Forest. It just means we have a little bit more damage on this one. We'll be able to clear it up sooner. And a red balloon may need to use a second Rocket Storm ability just to get that little bit more damage going. Or maybe I need to use it later on, or maybe I'm just going mad already because of the name of the tower. Get it? Yellow balloon, don't haunt me like that again. Right, these fortified behemoths. Am my ability reliant, or can we do this? Oh, gosh. Why? Mouse, would you please cooperate? Sometimes you move your mouse and the Dartling Gunner's positioning does not change. Really aggravating. But luckily we managed to get through all of that. Okay, round 87. This round, I'm not too confident with. I need to damage these first because they're just going to be in the way regardless if we have it down here or here. But now that they are out of my way, we're going to position our Rocket Storm Dartling Gunner down here. Hopefully this helps clear it up, but oh gosh, it's just twice the number of targets and they're a bit tougher and faster at this given point in time. Oh, not. Oh, random noises.mp3. No. So much spacing. We're really missing out on some. Okay, I need to use another Rocket Storm. This is going to be very, very tight. In this way, we've got a third use of a Rocket Storm if we can initialize it. Okay, maybe I need to get one side of the track fully eliminated before I focus on the second side. Oh, dearie me. Oh, I need Spirit for Forest to clear up. No. Oh my god. Oh my goodness sakes, Rocket Storm. Oh, now it's not going to be ready for the 2 ZMGs on this round. I'm not concerned about the BFBs. I'm concerned about this lot. These 2 ZMGs, these pests. Right, I don't really know where to focus this at. I need a Spirit for Forest to clear up the bottom. I need it to clear up the bottom. Oh, looking very tight. Okay, this is a round in which I'm really concerned about. It's the BFBs I'm really concerned about. Oh, please, Spirit for Forest, clear up those ceramics. Please. I need you to clear up the ceramics. Yes, we've got it. Thank goodness we didn't need to buy Laser Shock or the other goddamn thing. Okay, clear this. We're in the home straight now, people. We've got both tier 5s ready for round 90. Time to die, sharks. By the way, the sharks are in balloon form. Also, the mad projectiles appear above the eyelids, which I don't know if it's because we failed a round and from there it's sort of a thing that happens, but we'll take those. Not very much needed, but we're going to get Heart of Thunder and Laser Shock now, just to help us out a tad. It's not going to mean huge, but they are there. We can get the upgrades. And this, folks, is how you do the 2-tower chimps achievement on Polyphemus. Goodness sakes, 2-tower chimps on Polyphemus. Like, before update 48, it was like, there was only ever one combination, and that was the Carrier Flagship and Poseidon, believe it or not. We're going to keep the rest of the barricades up, actually, just because it means that the missiles can stop at that point and blow up once they make contact. That could be a little bit of damage that's needed. Okay, this is definitely why the Mad can't camo solo, even though there have been GTC scenarios where the M.A.D has camo soloed, but I just think round 95, it's like, are you sure it can camo solo? I mean, just look at it all. It's just mad. Okay, we're going to open up the eye just because it makes for a more satisfying finish, even though we don't need to open it up. It just looks better with it up, okay? Right, round 97. Let's clear this first one up here and then focus on the second one. This is a good gauge if you have enough damage for round 100. If you do not, then A, you're going to struggle on round 97, and B, you're definitely going to struggle on round 100. Yeah, this is looking very good here. Hopefully, the Spirit of the Forest can take care of the ceramics inside. Of course it can, it's Spirit of the Forest. I mean, what's better? The Glaive Lord or Spirit of the Forest when it comes to dealing with... Right, hopefully the Spirit of the Forest can deal with the rest of this. Brilliant, round 100. Just the bad left to take down, and that should only require an ability to be able to deal with the rest of this vermin. Okay, here we go. Ability time, and the rest will be taken down just like that. And, what the hell happened to the statistics? 0 towers. Place down, everybody. We have done the impossible. And only needs to use the ability twice, so... I think that's only calculated for... I don't know how much of this is actually calculated, but this is definitely not the true statistics of this achievement or this run, for goodness sakes. It does happen, and yes, I have done this before. Thank you all so much for watching, everybody. Hope you have all enjoyed this scenario as much as I have done creating it. Yeah, when I did this initially, I did buy laser shock, and just that little bit of extra money was actually really important when it comes to trying to get the tier 5 upgrades. Like, you don't need Heart of Thunder or laser shock, but laser shock I found to be more important. Sorry, this one here. Laser shock I found to be a little bit more important because of the extra damage before you get Spirit of the Forest. But for this scenario, it found out that 62 wasn't really that difficult as long as you time your abilities okay and you aim away a little bit away from the last few balloons so that the Jungle's Bounty can clear them up as late as possible. Thank you all so much for watching, everybody. Hope you all enjoyed this video, and let me know what achievements you'd like to see me return to, but on a more difficult map. Because yes, we have covered a lot of these scenarios, and yes, sometimes we do reoccurring combinations of which we have already done, but it's just nice to do it on a different map, because it provides a bigger challenge for us and gets us to think of, like, how do we upgrade these towers? So, when do we upgrade said towers? Obviously when we get enough money, but what order do we do these things in? So a map like Resort, definitely easy, but on a harder map like, let's say, Ancient Portal, which recently the Century Champion Ultra Boost has been able to do it on this map, using the 502 Century Champion of all things. Anyways, folks, that's enough of your time. Thank you all so much for watching, and take care of yourselves.